Hi, just a quick little video on my foam roll routine that I do at home. So I've got my blue foam roll, which has been chewed somewhat by the dog, but still works. So sitting on the floor, both legs on there, and we start to rock back and forwards gently. Initially just resting our hands on the floor, and then what we can do is just turn the feet one way, so just get the outside or the inside of the calf, turn them the other way. Back and forwards. Just waking up the calves, just getting them used to it. Pulling the toes back a little bit just helps to tighten up the calves, get a little bit more action into it. Then we just walk the foam roll up a little bit. Same principle again. Rocking, side to side. Waking up the calves. This should be really comfortable. And we're using the blue foam roll, as I've talked about before in my blogs. Back and forwards. And then last time, just up towards the back of the knee, not onto the back of the knee, because that's really uncomfortable and not helpful. Rocking side to side. And then we just roll it back down. This time we're going to cross the legs. We're going to come off the floor if we can, and roll back and forth like that. Rolling the feet again to get the outside, and rolling to get the inside. Swapping the legs. Rolling. And the other way. So I was getting a little bit out to the edge there, so rolling. The other way. And then we just sit down and bring the foam roll a bit higher up across the leg again. Do the calf a bit higher. And the other way. We're trying to keep the toes pulled back just to keep the calf active. So if you point it the other way, it gets a little bit sore in the middle. Got some blood vessels and nerves there in the middle, so if you point toes and roll right in the middle, it's not really very helpful. So toes pull back. Swapping the legs. Toes pull back. Rolling the outside. It's quite good for core as well, this. Your hips off the floor, you're working your shoulders. So you don't have to come off the floor, but it just makes it a bit stronger. Then we roll the foam roll up behind the hamstrings. Again, coming off the floor, rolling back and forwards initially, just nice and smooth. Both of them together. Back and forwards. And again here, toes pull back, we turn. We can just turn the legs a little bit. Get different parts of the hamstrings, turn them the other way. Different parts of the hamstrings. Back and forwards. Left again. And right. And again here we've got the option of making it harder. So we can cross one leg over, not straight on top of the kneecaps, either ideally above, or if that's impossible, you can just cross the legs a little bit. But this seems to work better for me. Plus you give a little stretch in the other hip at the same time. Coming off the ground, rolling. Back and forwards. Again, turn to the outside. And the inside. So this is the kind of speed I do it at. You might find you want to be here a little bit longer, a bit shorter. Depends a bit on how tight they are. Swap the legs. Other one. Nothing wrong with just getting hold of it, placing it down, getting a little stretch on the hip. Obviously no pain in the knee. Coming off the ground. Rolling back and forwards. Coming to the outside. And the inside. Back and forwards. Outside. And inside. And then just coming down on the floor. Now what we're going to do is get the back of the hips now. So we're going to come up, we're going to sit on top of the blue roll. Initially just the legs out in front and just rock gently back and forwards. Got the big sciatic nerve in there, so if you get any sharp pains, any funny feelings, then back off. But you're trying to just get the muscles. And we can just get right at the top of the hamstring here as well, where it attaches into the sitting bone, so just rocking a little bit there, back and forwards. And then we get ourselves parked in the middle, crossing the leg again if we can, toes pulled back on that foot just to help protect that knee. Now what we need to do now is to roll onto this side slightly. So we come down onto the floor with the elbow, got the foam roll into the glutes here on that side, and then we roll there, back and forwards. This can get quite intense, because they often get really tight. It's worth spending a bit of time here just to really get them to loosen up. Back and forwards. So mine are often tight here, so I'd like to spend a little bit longer on these. it goes. And then coming back up, swap it over the other side, coming down the other way, rolling this way. Again, sometimes you just need to adjust yourself a little bit to get in the right position. And play around with the angles and see where it feels right for you. Back and forth. Lovely. Coming back up, we're going to come onto the front. So straight away, you can just kneel down. This is one of the reasons why we use the blue ones, because they're not super hard. So we can just kneel down on them and just roll that patella tendon right at the bottom, just back to back, from side to side again here. If you're doing this on a black or an orange one, it's going to be really too hard and uncomfortable and create an injury. And if you want, just rolling the front of the shins, back and forth again. Another nice little core exercise here. Back and forth. And sometimes it needs to click a little bit, mine just did. Generally doesn't cause a problem. And then we roll onto the front. Roll the front of the thighs. I like to come down on my elbows, so I can just do both at the same time. And then we're going to roll onto one side slightly, cross the legs, and then we're just doing the outside quads. And you'll notice I'm not straight on the outside of the IT band. I really don't like rolling that, and I don't see much point in it. So we never do that. We roll the outside quads, come onto the front, roll the front, and then we just roll to the inside. And then we swap the legs. Cross it over the other way, outside quads. Rolling. Nice straight legs. Front. And the inside. And then before we finish, we just come up, not on the IT band, but above the IT band, just to the TFL, it's called tension fasciae lata, just the edge, or the beginning of the IT band, but not the fibrous band, just on that muscle belly. We just want to catch that. That has some benefit. And the other side. So just a little quick look at how I roll, and this is the kind of speed and the time I take doing it, so it shouldn't take too long. Hopefully you find that useful. Any questions, any comments, put them below and I'll try and answer them if I can. Thank you for watching.